And there we go again. It's the last game of this night. For me, it's 6 a.m. here, but it's absolutely enjoyable. The house is down versus Union Gaming. Union Gaming, they took game number 1 very convincingly with the anti-mage. Well, I guess a bit outdrafted, and THD, they didn't finish early enough. I mean, there was a point in the game where we said like, yeah, okay, THD, they have a chance to get this down. The Husker is looking good as well as the Weaver, but it didn't work out in the end, so Union Gaming winning very convincingly there in the end. Anyway, guys, this is the last game, and it decides if it's a 1-1 or a 2-0. Let's see what's the outcome. And my name is Heflatv. Coming with me is is Roxas. We are Heflatv. And now let's hop into the draft.
Alright, so bans are the same. Tree, Lycan, Invoker, except Bat is the only difference from Union Gaming. Radiant Side Bat Rider is ridiculously hard to kill in the offlane, and I guess they don't want to be playing against it, or they don't have first pick, so they want to prioritize not giving it away. And Potom, not going to be waiting until the third ban stage. Going to be picked up right away with the first pick from the houses down. Let's see how Union Gaming responds.
Yep, absolutely. First pick, Mirana. I like it. We had that already twice today, I think. And yep, so far the bans looking pretty standard, I guess. I mean,
I think Mirana's the best hero in this patch. I don't know if that's really contested though.
But the Mirana didn't change. That's the funny part. Nothing really changed around the Mirana. It's really just the circumstances that give her like this upwind. I don't know how you may call it.
And just everything about her, especially. Well, I guess we always talk about why Mirana is good, but we can reiterate for just a second. So, picking her up in an early stage in the draft reveals nothing. She can be an offlane solo, she can be a roaming support, she can be a carry, she can be a mid. It reveals nothing strategically. It has an extremely strong lane, and the power of Moonlight Shadow, especially early and in the late game, is just unparalleled for what any other hero really offers to your team. She has the longest stun at level 1, which is 5 seconds. And Leap, which buffs all your allies as well. And even without any skill steroids, like a crit chance or anything like that, she still has the physical DPS and the stats to carry well in the late game. Not as well as some other really dedicated carries, but she still can hold her own, especially in like top 15, top 20 for sure.
Yep, absolutely. Just had to take care of something in chat. People asking for the score. I will somehow, one day, I will make a text, even in the draft for all the people. Maybe I will even program Moobot, so he will just spam after each and every game. But wow, that all will come when we have a big studio. Either way.
Well, interesting pickups from Union Gaming. This is like, I feel like I'm watching Roxkiss, picking up Abaddon and Doom straight out of the gate. Is this in preparation for anything the house is down? I mean, Doom is one of those heroes that some people will cliche say, oh, well, Doom counters every hero because of the ability, but he counters some heroes more harshly than others. Ones that come to mind are Weaver, Puck, Slark as well. And do they just pick it up that early to make sure they don't face any heroes like that, or do they really have a plan going in that involves this Doom heavily?
Yep. I don't know. I mean, so far, usually we see the Doom coming out, like, when there's a hero.
Like as a response.
Yeah, as a response. But here so far, well, it's the Mirana that would be the first candidate, of course, so she can't leap away. But, I mean, it's not the first prior target. Usually you pick it against the Stormer, Ember, etc. heroes that should not get their spells off. We also saw it once today again against the Viper. But, I don't know. It's definitely interesting, but I mean, the house is down, they have to draft accordingly. I mean, now that the Doom is on the pitch, they can't go for those heroes, so maybe it's also, like, a bit prevention.
Could be a block pick. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, what do I say?
Like, I might have misunderstood you. Did you say maybe it's like a block pick? Like,
yeah, it's like a block pick. I mean, now, if the house is down was planning to go for any of those heroes I just mentioned, then yeah, they can't go for it, because the Doom is already on the pitch. Usually as a response.
Also Union Gaming can pick those as well, knowing that they won't play against the Doom.
Yeah, so you don't have to ban him, and you have it in your team. I mean, I like Doom, especially like when the Doom is played in a very aura-intensive game, like where you really give a lot of auras. I mean, you have the Abaddon already maybe going for a couple auras. The Doom covering I'm not just talking about the Devour aura. I'm talking even about like. Sometimes we see Shivas coming up, we see Floods coming up, etc., etc. Then someone has a Necro. Like at some point, you have like really Pipe, Mech, Flood, Shiva, Necro, like all the auras you can possibly get, plus the Alpha Wolf at some point,
Okay,
and it really stacks
you were
up.
right. You were right. They wanted to pick up the Doom so that they could secure themselves a Slark, and I see them play this Slark on Binyaz very, very well. Unfortunately, there already is a Rubik on the table. Rubik picked up right after the Abaddon Doom. Very good, nice and early. Already two spells that are really, or two heroes that are worth stealing spells from all the time. And Slark as well just has a lot of great spells to steal as well. So if they want to go for... I mean, I just think this is going to shape up to be a great game for Rubik if he's able to get the farm and have a good laning phase. So there's a slight risk in that, but still Slark, when he has no contesting from the Doom or any other hero such as a Bloodseeker, he just has a great game, and he's set up to have a great start with the Abaddon babysitting him.
Yep, sure, why not? Like, the bans are actually quite interesting, like the Viper being banned out as well as the Axe, the OD and the Brewmaster. Well, Brewmaster I'm actually glad because I'm kinda sick of this hero after casting TI4. I don't know, I just saw too many Brewmasters in these games, and yeah, well, it's a hero so annoying, but then again, I don't know, the house is down, definitely couldn't pick the Brewmaster, because Doom is also a counter to Brewmaster, dooming him before the ultimate comes out, and there's nothing you can do. Also, like, your nice little active and passive spells that gives you, like, I don't know, a trillion mischance. Like, at least it feels like this. So yeah, Doom is definitely, like, I love this pick actually. It's really preventing a lot of things. But the House is Down is saying, okay, we go for an IO. I mean, so far we don't see like a crazy synergy yet. But, well, we already saw some experimental IO combinations.
I think a Morphling could work pretty well. I'm curious. Right now, I'm curious if Union Gaming picked Timbersaw. That's the one I'm thinking of, because Timbersaw, one of the better heroes. Oh, they go with Witch Doctor. Okay, that's a little interesting to me. But Timbersaw, one of the best heroes against Wisp +1, and that's the reason that kind of weird-ish combinations with Wisp, such as Luna, such as Morphling, such as Gyrocopter, really came into fashion. Because if you just picked a Timbersaw, he kills the hell out of any melee strength hero, as well as Wisp in general. So it kind of wrecked your combo a little bit. But the Witch Doctor pickup is interesting to me, because I know that Wisp and Witch Doctor is actually pretty sick, because you tether the Witch Doctor that has Voodoo Restoration, you basically just get mana and HP for free from both of them. But that would have meant that they were going to pick a core Rubik. So I don't know, this all just seems very, very peculiar to me. All this whole draft seems very atypical, kind of hard to read.
And I'm waiting. I mean, they use all their bonus time now, but I'm predicting something really nice from the Houses Down come. I mean, so far their drafts were really exciting, I have to say. Give me, I don't know, give me a Tiny, give me a Ricky, even an old
Ricky
school...
Maru is sick with Wisp.
Yeah, like, a Ricky would be nice, a Tiny would be nice, even an old school CK would be nice. Like, there's a lot of things to couple up with the Wisp. So I'm looking forward to it, like the fourth pick. But look, their bonus time. It's Tony. Tony and Beep.
Rolling out.
Yep.
That gives him so much late game in Tiny. This is incredibly smart too. I mean, being doomed kind of sucks because craggy exteriors, whatever, but you still have your ultimate, which is the main part of all of your damage, minus toss and avalanche. So if he gets doomed, he can just kind of tank through it and still right-click people. And Union Gaming, they're scared of the Bloodseeker. It would have been a very good pickup. And we've actually seen Bloodseeker starting to get picked up more and more, just because that silence is actually a huge pain since it cannot be dispelled. And I like seeing it being respect banned. I think having more heroes be viable is great. So,
yep.
House is Down. I'm curious if they ban Timber here or not.
No, it is the Darkseer. And on the other side, this is interesting. A Bloodseeker being banned. I didn't see this one coming at all.
Yeah.
Not even close.
It's a counter to the Slark, and if Slark doesn't have a good time, he gets out-carried very, very hard by Mirana and Tiny. But they go ahead and pick up a Kunkka. So...
It's the second Kunkka we see today. Like,
hopefully it's on a support.
Yeah, because the support...
That goes 0-17.
Yeah, like the Masuko Kunkka didn't really work out. I like him more on a disruptor, but even there, like, he has balls of steel. I have to say it. It's just...
he's classic Jimmy, basically. Oh, yeah. Tinker.
Tinker.
I did not see that coming.
Well, that's actually quite a sick combination in burst damage they have. I mean, they have Tiny...
Global.
Yep. toss Avalanche. They have to tinker with, I mean, a semi-global. I call it semi-global simply for the reason that he needs like a platform to TP on. Might be a creep, maybe later even something else. That's why I love when they couple up with like Furin or someone who has Necro, so the tinker can actually come into ganks. But of course they have to relocate, and maybe the IO later, for example. That would be a very interesting one if the IO goes for basic items and then rushes Necro. It doesn't matter, Necro 1 for example, and that as like a platform for the Tinker to TP on. So you have a relocate, pop the Necros, Tinker coming in, and while you're still stunned in the Avalanche, the Tinker is just gonna give you a laser rocket as well. So that would be like a triple relocate if you do it well.
I really love Lone Druid in addition to Tinker, especially when you just have the Radiance Bear that's split pushing on its own, and it's just chasing someone. You can just have Tinker TP onto your bear. I mean, that's totally irrelevant, but if we're talking about our favorite hero combinations, Lone Druid Tinker is just amazing to me, and it gives you so much late game. One of my favorite things to run.
Yep, and either way, we're gonna introduce the teams fast for all those people who just tuned in. We have Baby Scumbag this time playing on the Mirana. Then here leading the train at the moment is Violence on the Tiny, followed by Vestios. I think he was the Vengeful Spirit last game. Yes, he's playing now. Rubik, of course. In the mid, we have a changed name. Yuka. Okay, interesting.
That's what he wants to be called.
Yuka. Okay, we call him Yuka from now on. And anyway, Neofog here on the Wisp. But yeah, let's see how this Tinker is gonna do mid. But this time, it's the first time in all those 4 games that we actually see a team being aggressive at the start, looking for a kill, and they might actually be successful. With Cascade, Pounce, everything hitting, maybe an X-Mark or the Torrent. Let's see.
Yep. Well, they had to stop to read that chat, bought in the time. The Huey intensifies. Alright, well, let's introduce this team before there's any blood spilt. Zendurl's going to be on the support Witch Doctor. Jericho going to be his partner in crime on the Abaddon. On the Admiral, it's going to be Citadel heading to the mid lane. Going in the safe lane as a Doom, it's going to be Angel and Benyaz on the Nightcrawler Slark.
Yep, it's pretty much about the Slark. Like, the Slark has to snowball hard in this game. Everything else requires some farming, but oh my god, do we have already a go? There is. Oh, he gave himself away there with the auto hit on the Tiny. Now they have vision, so they definitely know it. But in this combination, they should be really careful. Like with the toss directly into everything. Now they're Lil. Violence. Oh, there's the D-warning going on. And Casket coming
Deny
up.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, the deny. So no gold for you, Rubik there. But I don't know. It's still interesting. Let's see how these tri lane actually gonna work out. There will be a lot of cluster, in my opinion. And Abaddon not skilling anything so far, but now he actually goes for the Rubik. Aphotic Shield is probably anyway the first one, but they have to drive out the Tiny, of course. Tiny getting farmed, that would be bad. The problem is Slark level 1 can't really do anything, and the Tiny, the Wisp, of course, healing the Rubik back as well. Let's see how this works out. Now the Witch Doctor grabbing a double damage rune. So
that's actually pretty scary. Witch Doctor hits pretty hard for a support at level 1, especially the range support with pretty good attack range. Let's see if they're able to get anything here.
He hits for 120. Let's see, but he's also very squishy. That would be a toss. That would be, yep, a lot of damage pretty much coming his way if he does it. But the Wisp.
2 hits.
2 hits, 50% HP down. That's how easy it is. So they have to wait till that double damage is fading.
I didn't really mention this too much in the draft, but can you imagine trying to act... Well, hold on, there's the cask. Telekinesis to follow. Aphotic Shield is there. Oh, but Avalanche pounce on the Vestius. He's going to be first blood. From Generals, there's a toss back. But Violence, he kind of screwed himself with that.
Wow, double kill. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, nice start for UG here. So the tri lane, we had the outcome. I was predicting that the first action is gonna be here. That's very interesting. And by the way, some viewers, I have to say that, like, some viewers mentioned that there are some streams without delay, which is not allowed. Like, if you see a stream that has not the delay, it's against the rules, because then the teams can stream snipe whatsoever. Of course, we play according to the rules, and to be honest, the stream who does that should be reported and not allowed to stream again in this league. So I have no idea what the stream is, who is streaming without delay, but if I know the name, if I know the caster, we will definitely report this.
Wisp is gonna die, by the way.
But there's a tether away. That was a tether to that small little range creep. But the problem is a new pounce is ready, but it's... Yeah, it is connecting, so Wisp is going down.
They are going to be doing a lane switch. They're going to be putting Tiny 1v1 against the Doom. Mirana with the range is going to be able to get a little bit more farm than her. So So, and this is the other thing that I didn't really talk about too much in the draft. With Athletic Shield and Dark Pact, how are you ever going to keep Benyaz locked down?
Yep, that's the biggest problem. You can remove so much. Like Dark Pact on its own, the Aphotic Shield with a nice timing, I don't know, it's really hard to make something work. And I like the rotation now by THD. They say like, oh my god, this tri lane now, it's so fat and everything, we have to like disband it and go for a new laning, and it's gonna be the Tiny and the Wisp saying hello to the Doom here. But the Doom, well, he had all that time alone pretty much. He's already level 4, he has a level 2 in Scorched Earth, as well as of course Devour, just, yeah, tick and fall all the time. And well, let's see how they do
he's safe lane
here.
and Dire, like he can just go to the jungle super easily, so... We haven't looked at the mid lane though, and Tinker absolutely owning Kunkka in this lane. Do you play this matchup much? How easy is this for a Tinker?
I don't know, it's actually, like, wait, what build is he going for? Like 2 points, laser, so there is the harass coming in, but it kind of depends. Like, if he dodged the Tidebringer and everything, then sure, why not? With the laser spam, and now we even see it. Nope, he doesn't even go for the laser. But I think we got soon a go here top. It really looks like soon something happening. The Witch Dog is around, but yeah, the problem is the Tiny is really low in HP already. The Doom is, I don't know, halfway to level 6, and if that level 6 is coming, then yeah, the Doom won't wait that long for his ultimate.
He won't have the mana for it. He's only at about 100 mana. He needs 150 mana for Doom if he casts nothing else, so he would need to be very patient with that. I think he could hit it, but even if someone is doomed, Wisp can still tether to them, they can still get the regen from that, so that'll help them survive for sure.
Yep, let's see how this goes. But here in the mid, well, there is the laser. Actually, laser, well, level 2, not doing too much damage against the Kunkka, but the Kunkka all the time faking like the torrent cast. But now, do we have a casket of the Witch Dog? Yeah, and it will bounce between those heroes. Oh, it will bounce for a long time, and with the Scorched Earth, they get a lot of damage on the Rubik. Pretty much one right click is needed there, but the Witch Dog is not finding him. Now he gets tossed into everything here. It's a huge clutch fight. Who's going down first? Now with the stick, somehow the Witch Dog's still alive, and the Rubik
Voodoo
needs one hit,
Restoration.
but the telekinesis, everybody's
Wisp
still
spirits,
alive.
They ran out.
Oh, but
Saber Blast gets him.
yeah, the Shockwave in the
That was
end,
all of
getting
his
that kill.
mana too.
But also the Tiny, 85 HP. Like, now they give away the position. And a new casket. This casket is just $1 million casket.
poor
Oh my god. 6-0 now for UG. My god.
So, the Witch Doctor pickup now makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. I totally forgot just Paralyzing Cast, incredible against anyone that Wisp is tethered to because it's an instant bounce back between the two of them. So that's a really smart pickup. We saw it coming into great effect there, and you know, Neologizer was just trying to help his buddy there. Or sorry, Neofolk. Neologizer, that's another guy that I know. I apologize. But Neofolk was just trying to help his friend there, but instead gave away the position, took away the trees, and allowed them both to die. And just great play overall coming out from Union Gaming in this early game. Absolutely flawless.
Yep, like the early game is absolutely on their side. I mean, it's 6 minutes, 6 kills, so 1 kill per minute. It's, I don't know. But now, do we have a go? We have a go on the Doom, but Slark already got a kill before. But now, there's a toss avalanche. But like with this low level and everything, they can't really do anything in the Doom. Oh god, he got enough mana for the Shockwave, but he doesn't even need to use it. The Scorched Earth just keeping him alive, and a Tiny.
35.7
Oh my god.
HP regen.
Jesus Christ. Now he has to run though. Maybe there's some follow-up, but now the Tiny has no mana whatsoever. Mirana with the arrow? Oh, no, the arrow is off target. So Doom is getting away, or is he? Maybe a Starstorm with... Does it hit? It's not enough for a second
What?
bounce.
What?
No, he was too far away for a second bounce there. You need to be closer.
Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating if you're THD.
Yep, absolutely. It's not really fun to watch this because on the Tinker going even now aggressive. Like some lane has to make something happen. I mean, it's 0-8 guys, 7 minutes in. Like this game is falling so fast apart for THD at the moment. It's not really good. And now the Witch Dog here
is dead. He was spotted. He was going to try to gank, but he was spotted by the Radiant Observer Ward. They're looking for him. He's hiding in the trees, but I mean, you're past the tier. You're by the tier 2.
But it's just 2 supports for him. So at the moment the cast.
There's Tiny as well.
He's not dead yet. He's not dead yet. But he has to run for a tier 2 tower to get out of here. That's the biggest problem. There's the toss. Well, there is... Yeah, now he will go, and there's actually a rocket avalanche. So the first kill for THD, and only that because the Witch Dog a bit too overconfident, I guess.
Well, basically, they were looking at the laning circumstance and saying the only lane we're not winning is mid, and he wanted to go and try to do something to help the Kunkka in the mid lane, but just unfortunate as he did not know that this observer ward was here. I think he maybe assumed that the second set of wards was maybe watching the top rune. He knew that the bottom rune was being watched, but
yep.
Otherwise.
Pounce on the Tiny, and now... Oh my god, the Tiny, I mean, he's being healed up, but now with the miscoil, with the next pounce, or maybe he doesn't even need the pounce, but yeah, the pounce is gonna finish the entire thing. And now, of course, the problem is Io has no creep wave to tether to, and at the same time, Doom is getting a kill against the Mirana, and the Tinker is now man-fighting with March of the Machines and everything, but Doom, I don't think he cares too much, but then again, well, he should be, yeah, the Rubik, it's just too late there. So 1-11, 1-1-1 at the moment, the stats. It's not looking too good, to be honest.
Not looking good. We're talking about a snowball. He's got phased drums as well. He's pretty fast, and this is at 9 minutes. He has what's his net worth? He has 5k net worth at 9 minutes. That is disgusting.
It's not really fun, to be honest.
And Rubik's gonna die.
Yep, Rubik is now being followed, but there is some rotations. Maybe they can make something happening. But yeah, the stun doesn't even hit. The Doom, well, still has the shockwave, but he needs at least one more right click. No, he's still not casting it. Oh, no, he's casting it, but he's missing the last hit. And now he's stunned, but unfortunately, oh, it's still under the tower. But the casket on... Oh, well, on Scumbag is saving him. And now Voodoo Restoration as well as, of course, before the Scorched Earth. So much HPS. They're just diving into the tier 2 towers at the moment. Such an advantage. At the same time, in mid, they're working on the tier 1 tower. This is really not working.
As well, so this tower goes down. They're going to fight for the last hit all, then Abaddon wins.
Abaddon wins. Well, the one who shouldn't get it. But I don't think they care at this point because they have such an advantage. I mean, we're almost 10 minutes in, already showing the graphs, and there you see the disaster, like almost 7.5k, and the Slark is on the hunt. He doesn't care. This is a tiny Wisp combination, and oh my god, the Wisp is gonna get hit. Too bad there. He doesn't even use the Avalanche. Like, he doesn't even use it to maybe buy some time for a lucky tether out or
Dark Pact
anything.
and Aphotic Shield, like, you just cannot keep Slark controlled.
Yeah.
And Jericho and Binyaz are just going to be best buddies for the rest of this game until they try to win it.
We have, by the way, soon a 10k goal advantage as well here. 1:13, 10 minutes in. This game, like, unless UG is throwing hard, this is not going to work out. But Torrent, Boat, Axmark, I mean, Moonlight Shadow is being used, but oh god, before it can fade, easy going. They have even a sentry ward there, that's all the whole thing. Tiny going in, but it's all
Arrow?
under. But at least there is a nice arrow on the Witch Dog, so they get this kill. Maybe they have now a turnaround. There's a Torrent, nobody, oh actually no, the Mirana is standing in there, and the Kunkka is definitely going down, so 3 kills now, 2 kills at least for THD. They get something in return, finally. It took them really 11 minutes to make some proper rotations, but the problem is UG at the same time. Look at the Slark and the Abaddon. Like, this combination is at the moment much stronger than the Tiny and Io. It's just not working out. But look at it,
Well,
maybe
they're
he's
going to do
throwing
their
the
best.
Doom
They're
back.
going to go into Doom. He pops the Scorched Earth, though, and he
No
has a
way.
mech.
No
You
way.
can't kill him.
And the
He just
casket.
turns on the Wisp. Now he has Voodoo Restoration as well.
Full-time stunt.
Well, Death Ward going to be committed. Violence. He's trying to hide in the trees, but they know exactly where he is. He doesn't have mana for a TP. He throws out a Spite Avalanche before he goes down, but Sec.
Sack, he says. I don't know for what. Maybe they have some like issues whatsoever, but oh,
I was really hoping that Kunkka wasn't going to die, so that we could end the game with only Witch Doctor being the only one to die during the game. But, alas. What do you do now if you're THD? Like, coming out of losing the laning phase this hard is one of the most difficult things because any good team just knows to control the map. They have sentry wards here. The Ancients are warded for Tinker. If Tinker goes to split push anywhere, one person can solo him. Like, I think Abaddon Witch Doctor could kill Tinker as well. So there's nowhere really safe for him. And they're going to take control of your jungle. And they're on Dire side. They have control of Roche. What do you do?
I have no idea, but also look at the Tinker's farm. I mean, that's the mid hero at 11 minutes. Like, he got pretty much nothing.
He has
like
less net worth than the Abaddon.
Yep. At the moment, the Witch Dog is the only one who's not like making this like a really two-split scenario. But I mean, they still want to keep going. Like yeah, they're looking for the Rubik. Oh my goodness, yeah, he's getting stunned. No, he doesn't even get stunned because the Dark Pact is removing it, and they have to go back already. But he's just getting a photic shield and he's diving. He knows he can. Oh, the pounce is off target, but who needs
He didn't
pounce?
even right-click the Wisp once and killed him from full health.
Yep, easy going. So the Abaddon is getting out. His ultimate actually being used. There is an arrow probably scouting. Oh, the pounce again off target. But the Avalanche also missing. The arrow missing as well. Now the only one who could be killed. Oh, there's a boat. And the boat. Oh, goodness. Like beyond
That's it.
godlike. That's it. At 12 minutes. GG. Holy shit, he says. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I couldn't find better words for it. Like, I just couldn't find...
Neither could the announcer.
Yeah. Holy shit. I mean, beyond godlike on a Slark. 320 in 12 minutes. I don't think THD expected that game to spiral so fast out of control. Amazing.
That was just an incredible draft from Union Gaming. They instantly counter the Mirana by picking up the Abaddon right away and decide they want to give Binyaz a Slark, so they block pick the Doom, then they grab the Slark, see the Wisp, counter it with the Witch Doctor, and then and the Kunkka's like a whatever thing, right?
Yep.
You could have put anyone mid lane, but just those four heroes in combination just totally countered THD, and I think they knew the exploit, where they could exploit their strengths in their draft and exploit the weaknesses in THDs, and they did it both games flawlessly, so they're going to take it 2-0.
Yep, definitely. And that's the end, guys. This was our night shift. For me, at least, in my time zone, it's already 6 a.m. I have to sleep because in less than 8 hours, I have already the next games that will come to you at 15 and 16 CET. We're gonna have games here on Heflatv 1 and 2. My name is Heflatv. With me was Coucher. God damn it. No, it was not Coucher. It was Roxas. Of course it's Roxas. It was a lot of fun to cast with you. A lot of fun with you all in chat. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the games. If you really did so, then follow us on our English channels, Heflatv 1 and 2, as well as on my third channel, the Heflatv channel, which we also use sometimes when we have tournaments where like too many games are at the same time. And of course, if you want to know about the schedule or news or anything like that, Facebook, Twitter, there you will always find the posts about the games, times, teams, and any special things. So that being said, guys, I say good night for all those who are in my time zone. I don't know, good morning for others, whoever time or like whatever time zone you are in. See ya soon.
All right, see you soon. It was a pleasure. Thanks for watching.